name is Tabu, DJ, promoter. I do event management. We do Fort Greene Park here in Brooklyn, New York on Sundays over the summer. Various other events around the city. 90% of his dance music, I guess you would call it house music, and just trying to spread the word on some nice events, people getting together and having fun. Some of the best music comes out of our scene, and some of the production I hear now is probably the best that I've ever heard it, and that's due to probably a lot of software and hardware and stuff. But I don't think it's that foreign. I think everything is shifting to the left now. I think people are getting away from mainstream music because it has no value to a degree, not everybody, and people are going searching for artists that they might not have searched for 2 years ago. Well, I like a lot of the new stuff. I like, a lot of, I guess, I don't want to say nobody's new or who's old, but I like a lot of the guys that are coming in. I think they're bringing a different perspective in it. I mean, the veterans held it down. Maybe, now new guys are coming in and making their waves. I think it's good. I think it's good. I think it's room for everybody. I think you're gonna have to reach people because it's so under the radar, and Joe Public is kind of asleep at the wheel. If you don't go to clubs or you don't know this DJ, you might miss this music. Like, we're in Tompkins Park in Bed-Stuy right now, 7-8 hours of house music going on. So events like this will be crucial in the evolution of this music over the next 2 years to reach the public. And I think once people see it in its proper perspective, and one way is outside with the love and the energy, that will attract people, and people will investigate more.
You have to have some kind of induction being brought to them. It has to be a scene where it's more visual for them. You have to put more participation. So they're not going to come to the scene has to come to them. The whole foundation of this is being survived right now on the old heads, original people that started, older people that been running with the scene as long, and just these are the key foundations of holding the scene up.
There was a lot of drugs, a lot of things going on back in the days, and now being in 2008, just for a lot of people to be here and be sane and make money at the same time, as well as contribute to the struggle. You have to put money into your music and things like that and still be out here, in New York City, the mecca of all things now, So house music is a big expression. There's no more DJing with vinyl. There's no more touch-to-touch association, as well as, like I said, coming out with the parties, being sociable is not as much when you have MySpace and all these other things compensating for it. Back in the days, you had to send a demo or at least have a DAT. Now it's like stream me something, off the internet through the computer and whatever. And a CD is basically a master copy now, so it's very more easy and marketable to just play music, and there's so much music out there right now, it's like ridiculous. And house music, unfortunately, has always been one of the music genres and categories that have been disorganized, as opposed to hip-hop and hip-hop labels and R&B labels, country, jazz or what have you. A lot of people's songs come out and it gets taken and put in the wind, and then it's in somebody's crate and it's a classic, but no one knows who really is getting the credits and whatever, so and so to these songs. And it's now we have a lot of commercials using house music and snippets and whatever have you, and who's getting the money, nobody knows. Whoever get the recognition for using the sample latest, and the sample from a record somebody else made, that should get the credit. But it's so monotonous now. I don't know where I'll see myself in 5 years. All I know in 5 years, I just hope there's somewhere in New York City for us to go, to have a platform for whatever we do, because without that, all is insignificant.
At the point where I think that nothing new is going to happen, something new comes up. There's a new producer, new DJ, new song that that just inspires me, that makes me feel good to hear it. Every year, even though there may not be as many as I'd like to see, there's always at least 1 or 2 new people that get introduced to this scene, to this community, and watching them open up and discover our world is a beautiful thing. Like every year there's always somebody that will be at the boardwalk, or they'll be at SummerSlam is like Fort Greene Park with the Soul Summit guys, and they'll be there and they'll be like, wow, this is great, blah 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 blah, and somebody will hand them a flyer, and they'll be like, and actually go check it out and be like, yeah, I got this flyer from this guy at such and such place and came through, and this is amazing, and I've never been anything like this, and what's that, and who's that, and how's this, and where did this come from? And you know, and they're starting their journey, and that's what I mean, that there's always hope. You know, I may not see the droves of newcomers that I'd like to see, but the ones that show up give me hope that at least there's going to be somebody, you know, to carry on. You know, when I decided to take, you know, my prerequisite, you know, 5-year, 10-year, you know, sabbatical, which I think just kind of happens to all house dancers. They take time off, they raise their kids, whatever, and stop going to the club, and then they come back later. You know, when it's my time to do that, you know, I feel like, you know, for the most part, the scene will probably be in very good hands on the way out. I just hope that there's more hands to carry it.